A very good morning, guys. Yesterday morning, Korea was up 6%. 6. It ran clean through 7,000 so hard that the exchange had to step in and slow the buying down. By closing bell, Korea was up 0.73%. Japan had been up over 1,000 point and closed red. The melt up lasted one morning, and same thing happened at India as well. This is the Tanmay. You are listening to episode 87. I'm Tanmay Kurtakoti. Let's go. Yesterday, I gave you one condition, guys, and it fired. If Brent pushes hard through 92 and the rupee cracks down, both arms are fired. Brent tagged $94 against 92 on Tuesday's close. The rupee closed at 96.57. Standing down saved you a 192 point Nifty day. The one line 4 out of 5. The bear branch was almost exact. Lose 24,100 and wait for 24,000, and it closed at 23,996. The miss was Sensex 77,000 as support, and full scorecard is available on rupeecase.com. Now, what happened on yesterday's close at Nifty? Nifty closed at 23,996, down 191 points. High was 24,166 in the first few minutes. Low was 23,961. Sensex 76,755, down 715 points. Bank Nifty 57,126, down 700 points. And the wall gauge, India VIX up 5.49% to 13.29. Third down session and the steepest of the three. For once, the breath was worse than the headline. 10 stocks up 40 down inside the Nifty 50. 14 of the 16 sectors red. Media was the worst, 2.68% down. Realty 2.63% down. IT 1.5% down. Only FMCG and auto held, and that was earnings. Bajaj Auto was up by 5.72% and Nestle was up by 2.87%. And inside that number, IT fell 1.5%, but TCS was down only 0.58%, HCL Tech down 0.18%, Wipro 0.3%, Infosys alone was down 2%. The sector did not uh, the market sold one company into its own result, and the company reports today. So today is the Infosys numbers. So here is the number I want you to hold, and it is where we stopped, not how far we fell. On the 28th July option chain, the heaviest put open interest on the whole board sits at 24,000, 1 crore 22 lakh contracts. We closed 3 points underneath it. Now the part almost nobody checked. At the same 24,000 strike, the call open interest is bigger, 1 crore 34 lakhs. And yesterday alone, calls at 24,000 added almost 87 lakh contracts, while put added 46 lakh, nearly twice the rate at the exact strike we closed on. So 24,000 is not a turning into a support, it is turning into a resistance right on top of us. Fresh sellers are parking above our head, not under the levels, and the support has walked down. Puts were pulled out of everything above 24,100, 24,150. Puts alone lost 15 lakh contracts, and it got rebuilt at 23,950 and 23,900. Across the whole chain, calls added 6 crore 57 lakh contracts against 2 crore 62 lakh puts that were added. Two and a half times calls sold for every put, and the PCR is trading at 0.73 and under 1, which is heavier. So PCR is indicating extreme bearishness on the option chain. Two more numbers seal it. Max Pain, the price that hurts the most option buyers, sits at 24,100, above that resistance of 24,000. Above it, the market tends to pin and go quiet. Below it, moves the speed up instead of settling. We close sitting right on that line. And the Sensex, because today is Sensex expiry, and it chain says the same thing even louder. Spot is trading at 76,755. ATM strike is 76,800. The heaviest call open interest is way up at 77,500 and 77,000 strike. That is the overhead resistance we are going to face. The heaviest near money put support is at 76,700 and 76,800, right where we are standing. And the writing was one sided. On the Sensex chain, calls added 2 crore 51 lakh contracts against just 79 lakh puts, more than three times the rate, piled straight into 77,000. PCR trades at 0.57, same as Nifty, only heavier. Sellers are building resistance overhead on both the indices at once. The option prices a move of around 496 points for today's expiry. So they expected to hold between 76 260, remember this, and 77 250. And the same option line I mentioned on Nifty sits at 76 700 on Sensex. Hold it and the deep pins. Lose it and the move speed up on the downside. So the positioning, let's look at what pros, clients and FIs did. The pros or the proprietary desk of members are long 13,299 index futures, long 69,000 calls, and long 1,13,000 puts all at once. So long futures, long calls, and long puts all together. That desk is not betting on a direction, it is betting on a big move either way, and it is set up that the night before the expiry with results inside it. When the pros go neutral and buy both the sides, they expect the pin to break. And the FIs are net short 2,51,000 index futures contract, and the raw split had just stopped me 24,436 long against 2,76,000 short, 11 shorts for every long index futures. But the same desk is also net long 5,10,000 stock futures. So still a hedged long, not an outright bear position, exactly as I told you on Tuesday. They just trim the stock leg and push the index short harder. The protection is growing faster than the book it protects. And the clients, the retail crowd, are long 1,64,000 index futures, long 1,72,000 calls, and short 6,91,000 puts. The most exposed bullish seat there is, and only one of the three with nothing on the other side. So remember this, clients are trading against pros and FIs. Professionals braced for a move, foreigners hedged and short, clients all in on up move. With those three disagree this cleanly, the client seat usually finds out first, and that is where I expect those 6,91,000 puts getting unwounded. One confirmation, July futures closed at 23,988 against a spot of 23,996. So the futures is below the cash. The futures open interest rose by 1 lakh 16,000 contracts on a day the index fell 191 points. Price down while the open interest rises is a fresh selling indication, not old buyers leaving. And in cash, foreigners sold 819 crore and domestics sold 418 crore, both the same day. For weeks, the domestics caught everything. Yesterday, nobody bought in the cash market. And the world this morning, the overnight board has real tell in it. Asia is green this morning. Japan up 0.5%. Korea up another 2.5%. Hong Kong up almost 1%. Taiwan and Shanghai just green. But look at our own screen. GIF Nifty is trading at 23,864, down 97 points before we open, about 132 points under yesterday's close. So Asia is bid and we are offered set to open on the back foot while the whole neighborhood rises. That divergence has been the story for three sessions and it is still there. America was soft overnight. The S&P down about a tenth of a percent. The Nasdaq down about half a percent. Europe closed higher. London was up 1.22%, Paris up 0.89%, Frankfurt up half a percent. Commodities are under the pressure. Brent is trading at $95.90 this morning, up almost 2% and pushing higher again after Tuesday's $91 breakout. Crude at 96 is a straight tax on the economy that imports nearly all of it. Gold slipped to 41.16. The dollar index is 101.04 and the rupee is trading at 96.57, is 39 paise from its record low that we have seen. Central banks visible near 96.50. Rising crude and a rupee at the edge of its record low is the exact pair that made yesterday, and neither has gone away. So the plan for today, guys, Sensex first because that is the expiry. Respect the pin. 76,700 is the reference. 76,641 was yesterday's low, and 76,700 is the line where behavior changes. Hold it and the day grinds. Above 77,000 is resistance now, not a support. I called it support yesterday and it cut straight through it. So I earn it back before I trust it. On Nifty, the session is one question, and the question is 24,000. Do we reclaim it in the first 40-45 minutes or not? Hold the sellers above got beaten, and I look at 24,100 where max pain sits. Then 24,166 failed to reclaim by 10 o'clock, and those sellers are in control. And it is 23,961 yesterday's low, then 23,900, and we could see easily 23,800 getting hit today. For the week, the option prices a band of 23,700 on the downside to 24,300 on the upside. So the trade the edges, not the middle part of it. And do not carry position into Infosys number, guys. If it is a Sensex stock, it fell almost 2% walking in, and it reports inside an expiry. You are not going to get paid to guess the result on most pin day of the week. One last thing on our own book, guys. Quick note on the rupee case all cap book, because yesterday the design showed up. The book was down 0.78%, the Nifty was down 0.79%. Nothing on the surface. The breadth is the point. Inside the Nifty 50, 10 rose and 40 fell. Inside the all cap book, 17 rose and 33 fell. On a day where narrow breadth was the problem, 50 equal weight names gave you more things working. Winners for yesterday were RR Cable up 4.89%, Apollo up 3.96%, Kalyan Jewelers up 3.10%, Sterlite Tech and Cartrade both up 3%. And since the rebalance on 20th on Monday, the book is up by 0.3%, while its benchmark is down by 1.41%. Not a call to buy anything, guys, just an equal weight doing its job, and it is built to do it, and you can see it live on rupeecase.com as well. The traders who win consistently are not smarter, they are earlier. You just got earlier, guys. Have a great Thursday, guys. One condition has fired up. Resistance is building overhead on both the indices, and the results land inside the expiry. Respect 76,700 line on the Sensex and reclaiming 24,000 on Nifty, or respect 23,950 on the downside. This was the Tanma Edge. If you found value in this, guys, please share it with the one trader friend who needs it right now. Subscribe to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon Music, and listen it live on rupeecase.com, where it streams first. And give it a rating, guys, and a review if you want to add something onto this podcast. See you all once again tomorrow.